goes in. 14.50 and they racing on their way. Big Bird and Fall of Troy a little bit slow into stride. Live Controversy is the first one to respond. Once again, not much speed on. Flying Fella now gets the lead. In behind these, Mbani on the outside. Xerxes. Albert's caught very deep in the early stage, has been restrained behind runners. His approval towards the inside, racing 4.5 lengths off them. Big Bird's now 1 out. Then in behind these runners, Romantic Balladeer, Devon Gold. They're giving the leaders about 7 or 8 lengths start. Flying Fellow picks up the gallop from Mbani. Live Controversies racing away in that third position. Xerxes close up fourth. His approval back in fifth. Big Bird in sixth position. Red Sleeves and Cap. Fall of Troy's back seventh. Then comes Romantic Balladeer, eighth position. Devon Gold ninth. Then comes Albert, 10th and last. Flying Fella at the top of the lane now, asked to hasten up, gets away by 2. Live Controversies right there in second. Mbani towards the outside, the yellow silks, then comes Xerxes. His approval's got about 3-4 lengths to make up. Big Bird towards the outside. Albert in the pink silks going to have to start up his motor, 5-6 to make up. Flying Fellows, they come to the 300. His approval now applies pressure. Mbani's on the outside. Xerxes looking to run on. Albert behind these and Big Bird. Flying Fellow with 150 metres to go. His approval's running a big race on the inside, and Xerxes is coming home hard on the outside. Xerxes and his approval, the last 100. Flying Fellow fights right back. His approval and Xerxes not going to split them. His approval had his head in front, lunging to the line, but Xerxes with that outside angle is going to try and come alive on the poster. It's very close. His approval looking to last home. Xerxes is right there. Flying Fellow just behind these runners going down to the post. Well, with a naked eye, number 9, his approval looking to last home, but the camera angle usually favours the outside runner, which is number 2, Xerxes. Flying Fellows between them. His approval with his head in front. Xerxes is now lunging. The poster's looming. Xerxes, his approval. Whoa, let's go back a fraction there. Just a fraction on the post there. Xerxes, oh, very close. Xerxes, if anything, maybe a short head, but as they hit the line there, it's very close. A stride past, Xerxes is in front. So the camera angle and the horse nearest to us, number 2, Xerxes, might just put his nose down. His approval's on the inside. Flying Fellows between them, Big Bird, and then came Albert. Like we say, 9 out of 10 times the outside angle usually gets it, but it's very, very close. Xerxes putting his nose down, and up the inside, his approval. Here we go, the last 150, they're wide apart, and Xerxes now comes home hard on the outside. His approval still very much alive with Flying Fellow. Xerxes coming home on the post, he puts his nose down, and let's see if number two Xerxes will get it by a short head. From number 9, his approval, and 6, Flying Fellow. Let's just wait on confirmation as we hand you back to the studio.
A close finish here to race number 7 between Xerxes, number 2, Yoga's Governor and Platinum Racing with Donovan Dillon up, and number 9, his approval, Guard Puller and Jose Barnes. But they've numbers in the frame, and it's gone to number 2, Xerxes. Close finish, nice ride, gutsy win from your horse.
Yes, thanks, Steve.
Take us through it. You look to have a bit of ground to make up.
Well, yes, Steve, I know this horse well. He normally comes from off them. I just warmed him up very nicely today. And he came out, he sat about 5th or 1 off. And in a race, you can't move him up too soon because he will just fall out of the race. But today I just moved him up slowly. The one gap closed on me at about the 400 and it caused a bit of trouble. But he came through to win a gutsy race.
On the line, what were you thinking?
Well, I actually thought I lost it. I looked across the line after the race and Jose looked in front of me. Looked to be in front of me, so yeah, gutsy win from him.
Before you leave us, we'll appreciate a comment on Apple Pie, who was the favourite early on.
Yeah, yes, he's a hard horse to ride. Yeah, we thought we'd maybe take him to the front today, maybe he would be a bit better. He's the same. He just goes on one pace and finishes his race off like that.
Before you leave us, you like anything else, balance of your rides?
That's it for me, Dees. I've just got one for Mrs. Whitehead in the last race. And I'd just like to say a very big thanks to Mrs. Plattner and Byron and Mr. Governor back in Cape Town. And also very big thanks to the Academy and Riding Masters for all their support.
Well done, Donovan.
Thank you.
Well done, Yoga's Governor. Come to Byron. Comment, Susan Company, any excuses?
No, I think you ran an honest race and did say that he was a bit interfered with, but well, that's for another day.
Now, this horse, Xerxes, has come off a break, and he's taken that break pretty well.
Yeah, it is. Unfortunately, he's not also. He's got his issues, and we work quite hard on him at home, and treadmills, swimming pools, beamer work, everything goes on him. And look, if he's had the legs, he probably would have won a lot more.
And the finish, exciting one, but the numbers in the frame, well done to the team.
Yeah, good ride from Donovan. He gets on well with this horse, and I thought we had run second, but fortunately the numbers gone our way.
Well played.
Thank you. Good luck to you, August, Ms. Plattner. Well done.
Well done to Byron here. Number 2, Xerxes. If you caught this quartet, the numbers you'll need, 2, 9, 6, and 3. 2, 9, 6, and 3. Your provisional result, race number 7. 2 more left. Coming up next will be race number 8, closing off this afternoon's jackpot.